Deep space was quiet. Far away from stars, far away from life, an alien research fleet moved slowly through the dark. The ships were large and silent, shaped like smooth black stones. They had traveled for many years, searching for new worlds. The species was called the Aliari. They were not warriors, they were thinkers, scientists, explorers. They believed the galaxy was mostly Twom. They were wrong. One day, everything changed. Inside the main ship, a young scientist named Tyrrell sat in front of a glowing screen. He was studying weak radio signals from nearby systems. Most signals were simple, natural noise, star waves, empty echoes. But then, he saw something strange, a signal. It was small, weak, but it was repeating, again and again and again. Tyrrell leaned closer. "That's not natural," he whispered. He increased the signal power. The sound filled the room. Thump, thump, thump. It sounded like a heartbeat, slow, cold, perfectly timed. Tyrrell felt uneasy. Signals did not sound like that. He quickly called his supervisor. "Commander, you need to see this." Moments later, Commander Virex entered the room. He was older, calm, and never showed fear. "What is it, Tyrrell?" he asked. Tyrrell pointed at the screen. "This signal, it keeps repeating. It does not change, it does not fade, and it is coming from a small planet in this system." Virex looked carefully. "Play it again." The sound echoed in the silent room. Thump, thump, thump. For a brief second, even Virex felt something strange. Not fear, but discomfort. "Trace the source," he ordered. The system map appeared. A yellow star, several planets, and one small blue world. Earth. A developing world. Primitive life. Nothing special. Or so they thought. "Run a deep scan," Virex said. Tyrrell activated the scanners. The system began to analyze the signal. At first, everything looked normal. Then, the screen flickered. Data lines began to shake. Old files started opening by themselves. Tyrrell frowned. "That's not possible. I didn't touch anything." More files appeared. Ancient war records, locked archives, forbidden data, all opening at once. The system was not supposed to do that. "Stop the scan," Virex said sharply. Tyrrell tried, but the system did not respond. The signal grew stronger. Thump, thump, thump. Now it was louder, more powerful. The lights in the room dimmed. One file opened in the center of the screen. It was labeled Classified Archive, Level Omega. Tyrrell stepped back. "Commander, this level is restricted. Even the Council cannot open it easily." Virex stared at the screen. "Then why is it opening now?" The file unlocked. Words appeared slowly, as if something was typing them, line by line. Cold, clear, unstoppable. Project Humanity. Tyrrell felt his heart race. What is this? More words appeared. Status, active weapon. The room went silent. No one spoke. No one moved. Even the ship seemed to stop breathing. Virex's eyes narrowed. "This is a mistake," he said. "It has to be." But deep inside, he was not sure. "Run a biological scan of the planet," he ordered. Tyrrell obeyed quickly. Images of Earth appeared. Oceans, clouds, green land, cities full of life, humans walking, talking, laughing. They looked harmless, small, weak, young. "Focus on the dominant species," Virex said. The system zoomed in. Humans, millions of them, living normal lives. Nothing unusual, nothing dangerous. But the signal, it was still there, still beating, still watching. "Check their history," Virex said. Tyrrell opened the historical records. At first it looked simple.
Early tools, fire, small groups. Then, war. Images filled the screen. Humans fighting each other, with stones, with metal, with machines, with fire. Each war bigger than the last, each one more deadly. Taral spoke softly. They fight a lot. Virex nodded slowly. Yes, but many species fight. Then he noticed something else. Wait, look closer. Taral zoomed in on the data. Something was different. After every war, humans improved. Faster, stronger, smarter. Their weapons became more advanced. Their strategies became more complex. Their recovery was quick, too quick. They learn from war, Taral said. No, Virex replied quietly. They evolve because of it. The signal suddenly changed. The heartbeat stopped. For 1 second, there was silence. Then, a new message appeared on the screen. Short, simple, terrifying. Do not interfere. The entire system shut down. All screens went black. The room fell into darkness. Taral stepped back, breathing fast. "Commander, what just happened?" Virex did not answer immediately. He was thinking, deeply, carefully. After a long moment, the system slowly came back online, but the file was gone. The signal was weak again, almost invisible, as if nothing had happened. Taral looked at the data again. It's gone." Virex crossed his arms. "No," he said, "it's still there. We just cannot see it anymore." The room felt colder now, heavier, different. Taral hesitated. "Commander, should we report this to the Council?" That was the normal procedure. Anything unknown must be reported. Anything dangerous must be shared. But Virex did not agree. He looked at the small blue planet on the screen. Earth. So quiet, so normal, so wrong. After a long silence, he gave his order. Low voice, serious tone. "Prepare full analysis." Taral nodded. "And the Council?" Virex turned away from the screen. His face was calm, but his eyes were not. "Do not alert the Council." Taral froze. That broke protocol. It was dangerous, but he understood something. The commander was not hiding this out of pride. He was afraid. Outside the ship, the fleet continued to drift in silence, watching, waiting. Far away, on Earth, the signal pulsed one more time, soft, slow, like a sleeping heart. Thump, thump, thump. Something was hidden, something old, something powerful, and now it knew it had been found.
The alien fleet did not leave. After the strange signal, everything felt different. The silence of space no longer felt calm. It felt like something was watching back. Commander Virex stood inside the main control room, looking at the image of Earth. The small blue planet rotated slowly on the screen. Clouds moved. Lights blinked on its dark side. It looked peaceful. Too peaceful. "We begin observation," Virex said. His voice was steady, but the crew could feel the tension. "Send probes. No contact, no signals. We watch only." Taral nodded quickly. "Yes, Commander." Small, invisible probes were launched from the fleet. They moved fast, silent like shadows. Within hours, they reached Earth. They entered the planet's sky without being seen. No human noticed. No alarm was raised. The observation had begun. Inside the control room, screens came alive. Live images from Earth appeared everywhere. Cities full of people, cars moving in long lines, planes flying across the sky, ships crossing the oceans, children playing, families laughing, normal life. Taral relaxed a little. "They look peaceful," he said. "Maybe the signal was just a mistake." Virex did not answer. He kept watching. Hours passed.
then days. The aliens observed everything. Humans working, humans building, humans talking. They studied language, behavior, patterns. At first, nothing seemed dangerous. Humans looked weak compared to most species in the galaxy. They had no natural armor, no sharp claws, no strong bodies. "They are physically limited," one scientist said. "They should not survive long in hostile worlds." But then, the data began to change. "Commander, you need to see this," Taral said suddenly. He pulled up a new feed, a conflict zone. 2 human groups were fighting. Explosions filled the air. Smoke covered the sky. Buildings were falling. People were running. Vyrek stepped closer. "What is this?" "A war," Taral said quietly. The aliens watched in silence. Humans fought with weapons, fast, loud, deadly. But what shocked them was not the violence, it was how humans behaved inside it. "They are not running," one scientist said. "They are moving forward." Even under danger, many humans did not hide. They planned, they moved with purpose, they adapted quickly. When one strategy failed, they changed instantly. "Track their response time," Vyrek ordered. Taral ran the numbers. The result appeared. "Reaction speed is increasing every hour." "That is not normal," another scientist said. "No species learns this fast during live conflict." The aliens watched longer. Days turned into weeks. More conflicts appeared across the planet. Different places, different people, but the same pattern. Humans learned from every fight. Every mistake became a lesson. Every loss became a new strategy. One scientist spoke with concern. "They improve during war, not after it." Taral felt uneasy again. "That means war is not weakening them." Vyrek finished the thought. "It is training them." The room went silent. More data came in. Weapon development, new technology, faster communication, better coordination. "Commander, look at this," Taral said. He showed a timeline. Human weapons from the past, simple tools, then guns, then advanced machines, then long-range systems. The speed of progress was shocking. "What took other species thousands of years," Taral said slowly, "humans did in a few hundred." Vyrek crossed his arms. "That is not evolution," he said. "That is acceleration." The probes moved closer. Now they observed humans at a smaller level, individual behavior. A soldier was shown on screen. He was injured, bleeding, weak. "He will retreat," one scientist said. "That is logical." But the human did not retreat. He stood up, he picked up his weapon, and he moved forward again. "Why?" Taral asked. "He is damaged." No one answered. Another feed appeared. A human engineer working under pressure. Time was short. Danger was near. Instead of panic, the human became calm, focused, fast. "They perform better under stress," one scientist said. More examples came in. Humans solving problems during crisis. Humans protecting others even at risk to themselves. Humans continuing even when chances of survival were low. Taral felt a chill. "They are not avoiding danger." Vyrek completed the sentence. "They are adapting to it." The signal from earlier returned, weak but present. Dump, dump. The systems flickered slightly, not as strong as before, but enough to be noticed. "Commander," Taral said slowly, "what if the signal is connected to this?" Vyrek looked at the data, the wars, the growth, the behavior. "It is not just connected," he said quietly. "It is guiding." The idea was dangerous, but it made sense. One scientist spoke with fear. "Are you saying something is controlling them?" Vyrek shook his head. "No." He paused, then said, "I think something designed them this way." The room became very still. Taral looked back at the planet, Earth, still spinning, still calm from far away, but now he could see it differently. "It looks peaceful," he said, "but it is not." Virex nodded. "It is a training ground." At that moment, a new alert appeared. Unknown pattern detected in human neural activity. Tural quickly opened the data. Brain scans, signals, electric activity. "What is this?" he asked. The system tried to analyze it, but the results were unclear. Patterns increase during conflict, and they become more stable over time. "Stable?" Virex asked. "Yes," Tural said, "as if the brain is optimizing itself." The signal pulsed again, stronger this time. Dump, dump. All screens froze for a second, then returned to normal. A final message flashed briefly, so fast almost no one saw it, but Virex did. "Observation confirmed." His eyes widened slightly. "Did you see that?" he asked. "No, Commander. What was it?" Virex stayed silent, because he understood something now. They were not the only ones watching. Something else was watching too. Something hidden, something old, and it knew about the aliens. Virex turned to the crew. His voice was calm, but now there was weight in it. "Continue observation," he said, "but increase caution." Tural nodded. "Commander, what are we dealing with?" Virex looked at Earth one more time. "Not a simple species," he said. He paused, then added, "something much more dangerous." Outside the ship, the probes continued their silent watch. On Earth, nothing seemed different. People lived their lives, unaware. But deep inside, something was changing, slowly, quietly. The learning had begun, and somewhere in the dark, something was waiting for the next step.
The alien fleet stayed in orbit, silent and unseen. Days had passed since the first observation, but now the feeling inside the ship had changed. It was no longer curiosity, it was concern. Inside the control room, screens showed endless data from Earth. Wars, human behavior, brain activity. Everything pointed to one truth: humans were not normal. Commander Virex stood still, watching the data flow. "We are missing something," he said. "There is a deeper layer." Tural nodded. "Yes, Commander. Their actions, they follow a pattern. Then we find the source of that pattern," Virex said. "Search their past. Go deeper than surface history." Tural took a breath, accessing ancient records. The system began scanning human history, not just recent data, but everything. Old signals, buried information, lost records. At first, it showed simple things: early humans using tools, small tribes surviving in harsh environments, fire, stone weapons, basic life. "They started weak," one scientist said, "but they did not stay weak," Virex replied. "The timeline moved forward, faster now. Wars appeared again, primitive but violent. Humans fighting humans, always fighting. But something was different." "Zoom in," Virex said. Tural focused on one event, a small battle, nothing important in normal records, but the system highlighted it. "Why this one?" Tural asked. "Because the system marked it. Check the details." Tural looked closer. After the battle, the survivors changed. They built better tools, stronger defenses, smarter strategies. "That is normal," Tural said. "Survival learning." Virex shook his head. "Too fast." The system moved forward again. More battles, more changes, more improvement. Each conflict pushed humans forward, not slowly, but in sudden jumps. "They evolve in bursts," Tural said. "Triggered by conflict," Virex added. The room fell quiet. "Go further back," Virex ordered. Tural hesitated. "Commander, we are already at the earliest known records." "Then go beyond them," Virex said. "Find what is hidden." Tural activated deep scan mode. This level was rarely used. It searched below known data, into broken signals, into corrupted files, into forgotten history. The system struggled.
Data was damaged, incomplete. Then something appeared. A fragment. Old. Very old. Unknown signal detected, Tural said. Open it, Virex ordered. The file was unstable, but it opened. Strange symbols filled the screen. Not human language, not any known alien language. Can you translate it? Virex asked. Tural worked quickly. The system tried to decode the symbols. It took time. Minutes felt like hours. Then the first words appeared. Subject, Planet 3. The room went silent. Planet 3? That is Earth, Tural said. More text appeared. Status, genetic modification in progress. Tural froze. Genetic modification? Virex stepped closer. Continue. The translation improved. More words became clear. Objective, create adaptive combat species. A cold feeling spread through the room. No, one scientist whispered. This cannot be real, Tural said. But the data was there. Clear, direct. Check human DNA, Virex ordered. Tural quickly pulled up the data. The system scanned human genetic structure. At first, everything looked normal. Then, hidden layers appeared. What is that? Tural asked. Zoom in, Virex said. The system magnified the DNA. There it was, a sequence, not natural, not random, structured, designed. Tural read the code, slowly, carefully. Combat optimization sequence. The words felt heavy. Commander, Tural said, this is not evolution. No, Virex replied quietly. This is engineering. The room was completely silent now. Another fragment opened. This one was clearer, stronger. Test results. Subject adapts under stress. Efficiency increases during conflict. Emotional response enhances survival behavior. Tural looked up. They made them this way. Yes, Virex said. They built them for war. The signal returned, stronger now. Thump. Thump, thump. The lights flickered. Screens shook. Another message appeared. Sequence stable. Tural stepped back. It is active. Always has been, Virex said. More data unlocked. Images, not from Earth, a different world. Advanced, destroyed. Ships burning in space. Cities falling. A massive war. Who are they? Tural asked. No match in known records, a scientist said. The unknown species, they were powerful, but they were losing. They were desperate, Virex said. The data continued. Final solution initiated. Images showed a small planet, young, untouched. Earth. They chose Earth, Tural said. Yes, Virex replied. A safe place to build their weapon. The process was shown. Genetic changes, slow development, guided evolution. They didn't create humans fully, Tural said. They changed them over time, blending natural growth with design, Virex added. The final message appeared. Project incomplete. Tural frowned. Incomplete? Yes, Virex said. Something stopped them. Where did they go? Tural asked. No answer came. The signal ended suddenly. Silence filled the room again. Tural looked at Earth. Now it felt different. They left their weapon behind, he said. Virex nodded slowly, and it kept growing. The signal slowed, back to a soft rhythm. Thump, thump, thump. As if it was sleeping again. Tural spoke quietly. Commander, if this is true, Virex finished the thought, then humans are not just a species. He looked at the screen one last time. They are a system, a designed system, built to learn, built to fight, built to survive anything. Outside the ship, the stars were still, calm, silent. But inside the fleet, everything had changed, because now they knew the truth. Humans were not born by chance. They were created, and whatever created them had built something far more dangerous than anyone had ever imagined.
The control room was silent. No one moved. No one spoke. The truth they had just uncovered was too heavy. Humans were not natural. They were created. Commander Virex stood still, looking at the last data fragment. Project incomplete. Those words stayed in his mind. Something was missing, something important. They started this project, but they did not finish it, Taral said slowly. Virex nodded. Yes, and we need to know why. Search for more records, he ordered. Anything about the creators. Taral activated the system again. Deep scan mode, maximum level. The system searched beyond normal space data. It looked into ancient signals, dead transmissions, lost civilizations. At first, nothing appeared, only silence. Then, a faint signal was detected. "Commander, I found something," Taral said. "Open it," Virex replied. The file was very weak, almost gone, but it was still there. The screen flickered. Images appeared slowly, broken, distorted. A new world, not Earth. This planet was advanced. Huge cities, massive structures, ships in the sky. The creators. They looked powerful, Taral said. The species was tall, strong, covered in armor-like skin. Their technology was far beyond anything seen before. They were not just scientists, Virex said. They were warriors. The images changed. War, a massive war, across space, across planets. Explosions filled the screen. Ships destroyed each other. Entire worlds burned. "This is a galactic war," one scientist said. "And they are losing," Virex added. The data showed it clearly. The creators were strong, but their enemy was stronger. "They needed something new," Taral said. "Yes," Virex replied, "something better." The next part of the data appeared. Emergency directive. Create adaptive weapon species. Taral felt his breath slow. They made a plan. "To survive," Virex said. The images showed laboratories, large machines, genetic experiments. They tried to create soldiers, many species, many designs. All failed. Too slow, too weak, too predictable. The creators needed something different, something that could change, something that could learn faster than the enemy. Then they found a solution. Earth, a small planet, simple life, perfect for testing. "They did not bring a species," Taral said. "They used what was already there." "Yes," Virex said, "they used early humans." The process began. Small changes, tiny adjustments in DNA. Nothing too fast, nothing too obvious. They guided human evolution, step by step, generation by generation. They built the system slowly, Taral said, so it would grow naturally, Virex added. The data showed the key design. Humans were made to learn from pain, adapt to danger, improve after failure, work together in crisis, fight even when weak. "They did not create perfect soldiers," Taral said. "No," Virex replied. "They created perfect learners." The signal pulsed again, stronger. Thump, thump, thump. The room lights flickered. The final stage of the project appeared. Phase 4, long-term growth. "They planned for the future," Taral said. "Yes," Virex said. "They wanted humans to grow on their own." The creators could not finish the war, so they made a weapon that would, a weapon that could rise even after they were gone. The next message appeared. "If creators fall, subject continues development." Taral looked shocked. "They expected to lose." "Yes," Virex said, "and they planned for it." The images changed again. The creator's world, now destroyed. Ruins, fire, silence. "They lost the war," Taral said quietly. "Yes," Virex replied. "They're gone." The data confirmed it. No signals, no survivors. Only one thing remained. Their project, humanity. The room felt colder.
They left their weapon behind, Terral said, and trusted it to finish what they started. The signal grew louder. Thump, thump, thump. Another hidden layer opened. Final protocol detected. Terral hesitated. Commander, should we open it? Virex did not answer immediately. Something felt wrong, but they had come too far. Open it, he said. The system unlocked the file. A message appeared. Clear, simple. Activation condition. External threat. Terral read it again, slowly. External threat? Virex understood instantly. If a strong enemy appears, he said, the system activates. The meaning was clear. Humans were not fully active yet. They were waiting, growing, learning, until something triggered them. Terral stepped back. That means, if someone attacks them, Virex finished the sentence, they will become what they were designed to be. The room went silent, because now the danger was clear. The galaxy did not know about humans, but if it did, if someone made a mistake, it could trigger everything. The signal slowed again, back to a calm rhythm. Thump, thump, as if it was waiting for the right moment. Terral looked at Earth again. They look so normal. Virex nodded. Yes. Then he said something quietly. That is the most dangerous part, because hidden inside every human was something else, something ancient, something designed, something that had not fully awakened yet. Outside the fleet, space remained silent, but now the aliens understood the truth. Humans were not just survivors. They were a weapon that had been growing for millions of years, and one day it would be ready.
The alien fleet stayed hidden above Earth. No lights, no signals, only silence. But inside the ships, nothing was calm anymore. Commander Virex stood in the control room, watching the planet below. Earth looked the same. Blue oceans, white clouds, bright cities at night. Peaceful from far away. But now they knew the truth. It was not peaceful. It was preparing. Report, Virex said. Terral stepped forward. His voice was serious. Human activity is increasing, Commander. In what way? Virex asked. Technology, Terral said. They are developing faster than before. Screens filled with data, human machines, artificial intelligence, advanced weapons, space research. They are moving beyond their planet, Terral added. Virex watched closely. They are reaching the next stage, he said. The signal returned, stronger than ever before. Thump, thump, thump. The room lights dimmed, screens flickered. Signal intensity is rising, Terral said. Track the source, Virex ordered. The system focused on Earth. The signal was no longer coming from one place. It was spreading, across cities, across continents. Commander, Terral said slowly, it is inside them. Virex did not look surprised. Yes, he said, it always was. The data confirmed it. Human brain activity was changing, small patterns, hidden signals, but now they were stronger, more stable. They are connecting, one scientist said. Like a system waking up, another added. Terral looked at the data. It matches the design, he said. Activation condition, external threat. The room fell silent. Are they under threat? One scientist asked. No, Virex said. Not yet. But something is triggering them, Terral said. They searched deeper. More data appeared. Small conflicts on Earth, political tension, resource struggles. Nothing unusual. But something was different. The scale, the speed. Conflicts are becoming more intense, Terral said, and more organized, another scientist added. Humans were changing their behavior, faster decisions, better coordination, stronger responses. They are improving again, Tyrrell said. Not just improving, Virex replied. Synchronizing. The word echoed in the room. The signal pulsed again. Thump, thump, thump. This time, it felt alive. The system suddenly detected something new. Alert, Tyrrell said. Unknown data spike in human neural networks. Virex turned quickly. Show me. The screen filled with brain scans, millions of them, all showing the same pattern, a hidden signal, growing. Is it communication? One scientist asked. No, Tyrrell said. It is not sending information. Then what is it? Virex asked. Tyrrell looked carefully. It is enhancing something. The room went quiet again. Another feed appeared. A human soldier. He was in a dangerous situation, surrounded, outnumbered. Observe, Virex said. The soldier moved, fast, precise. He made decisions without hesitation. Every move was perfect. He should not survive, one scientist said. But he did. Not just survive, he won, alone. How? Tyrrell whispered. Virex spoke softly. He is not thinking like before. Another feed appeared, a human scientist working on advanced technology. Suddenly she stopped. Her eyes focused. Her hands moved faster. She solved a complex problem in seconds. That is not normal human speed, Tyrrell said. No, Virex replied. It is enhanced. The signal grew stronger. Thump, thump, thump. Now it echoed through the entire ship. The system struggled to keep up. Commander, we are losing control of the data, Tyrrell said. Stabilize it, Virex ordered. But it was difficult. The signal was interfering with everything. Then a message appeared. Clear, bright, impossible to ignore. Phase shift initiated. Tyrrell stepped back. It has begun. What phase? One scientist asked. Virex answered slowly. The awakening. The meaning was clear now. Humans were changing. Not fully, but enough to notice. Their hidden design was activating, piece by piece, step by step. Tyrrell looked at Earth again. They do not know, he said. No, Virex replied. They think this is normal, but it is not. It was something deeper, something older, something designed long ago. The system detected more changes, global networks, communication systems. Humans were becoming more connected, faster sharing of ideas, faster reaction to danger. They are building a collective response system, Tyrrell said. Without even knowing it, Virex added. The signal pulsed again. Thump, thump, thump. It felt like a heartbeat of a giant system, a system that was waking up. One of the scientists spoke with fear. What happens when they fully activate? No one answered, because the answer was clear. Nothing would stop them. Virex looked at the crew. His voice was calm, but now it carried weight. We must be careful. Tyrrell nodded. Very careful. Because now the situation had changed. Before, humans were unknown. Now, they were a rising force, a hidden weapon, and it was beginning to wake up. On Earth, life continued. People worked, laughed, fought, lived, unaware of the truth inside them, unaware of what they were becoming. But deep inside, something was changing. The system was activating, slowly, quietly, and soon the galaxy would feel it.
The alien fleet was no longer calm. Inside every ship, tension filled the air. The truth about humans had changed everything. They were not just a new species, they were a growing weapon. Commander Virax stood in the control room, looking at Earth. The signal was still there, strong, steady, alive. Thump, thump, thump. Tyrrell stood beside him. His voice was low. Commander, we cannot hide this anymore. Virax did not reply at once. He kept watching the planet. "I know," he said finally. The decision had come. They had to inform the Council. Taral activated the long-range communication system. It connected to the central authority of the galaxy, a powerful group that controlled many civilizations. "Transmission ready," Taral said. Virax took a deep breath. Then he spoke. "This is Commander Virax of the Aliari Research Fleet." His voice echoed across space. "We have made contact with a developing species." He paused. "But this species is not what it appears to be." The signal pulsed again. Thump, thump, thump. "We have uncovered evidence of genetic design," Virax continued. "Humanity was created as an adaptive combat system." Silence followed. Then the Council responded. Multiple voices, calm, cold. "Explain." Virax shared everything. The signal, the hidden code, the ancient creators, the awakening. The Council listened. No interruptions, no notion. When he finished, there was a long pause. Then the first response came. "This is not acceptable." Another voice followed. "A weapon species cannot be allowed to grow." More voices joined. "It must be destroyed." The words were simple, clear, final. Taral felt a chill. "Destroy Earth?" he whispered. Virax remained silent. The Council continued. "If this species reaches full activation, it will become a threat to the entire galaxy. Action must be taken now." The decision was forming, fast, too fast. Virax stepped forward. "Wait," he said. The Council paused. "Explain your objection," one voice said. Virax spoke carefully. "Humans are not fully active yet. They are still developing. An attack now could trigger full activation." Silence returned. The idea spread through the Council. "Explain further." Virax continued. "Their system responds to threat. If we attack, they will change, they will adapt, and once they begin, they will not stop." The room on the alien ship was silent. Everyone was listening. The Council processed the information, slowly, carefully. Then a new voice spoke. "Probability of this outcome." Taral answered quickly. "High, very high." Another voice spoke. "Then we delay attack, but we monitor closely. If activation increases, we strike immediately." The decision was almost made, but one voice spoke again, stronger than the others. "Or we remove the threat now. Total destruction." The room grew tense. Two choices: attack now or wait. Both dangerous. Virax spoke one last time. "If we destroy them now, we may never know their full capability. But if we wait, we can understand them and prepare." The Council fell silent again. Long silence, heavy silence. Then the final decision came. "We will observe. No attack, for now." Taral exhaled slowly. The tension eased slightly, but not completely. "Continue monitoring," the Council said. "Report any change. Do not engage." The transmission ended. Silence returned to the ship. Taral looked at Virax. "We are not destroying them?" "No," Virax said, "but we are not safe either, because now the galaxy knew, and fear had begun." Virax turned back to Earth, the small blue planet, still calm, still quiet, but not for long. "Commander," Taral said slowly, "what happens if they reach the stars?" Virax answered without looking away. "Then the galaxy changes." The signal pulsed again. Thump, thump, thump. Stronger, clearer, almost aware. Far below, on Earth, a human laboratory was quiet. A young scientist sat alone. She was studying genetic data. Normal work, normal day. But then, something appeared on her screen. A strange pattern, hidden in the DNA. She frowned.
What is this? She zoomed in. The code shifted, changed, almost like it was reacting. For a brief moment, her eyes changed, focused, sharp, cold. Then it was gone. She blinked. Everything looked normal again. She shook her head. Just a glitch, she said softly. But it was not a glitch. Far above, Virax watched silently. They are close, he said. Tyrrell looked at him. Close to what? Virax answered quietly. Remembering. The signal pulsed a last time. Thump. Not just a heartbeat now. A warning. A promise. Something ancient was waking up. Something powerful. And the galaxy had just made its choice. To wait. To watch. To hope that it was not already too late.